Hi, everybody. The theme of today's service is truthfulness. I wonder if you're good at telling the truth, or maybe you exaggerate a little sometimes about things. Maybe you exaggerate about what you can do, or maybe sometimes you find it better to lie or not tell the truth than to tell the truth. This story is about two brothers, Jacob and Esau. I don't know if you've got any older or younger brothers. Now, Esau was the older brother, and he was also his dad's favorite. And that meant that when his dad, Isaac, died, he would inherit the family farm and all the money. For this reason, possibly because it was a little bit unfair, Jacob was very jealous of his older brother. But Jacob worked out a way using lies and deceit so he could inherit his dad's money through trickery. So here's the story. So Jacob really wanted to be like his older brother Esau. It seemed to him like his dad had a special. In fact, he knew that when his dad Isaac died, Esau would be given the responsibility of looking after the family business, which was running a farm. And it didn't seem fair. He was the younger brother, but it didn't seem fair that Esau would get everything when his dad died. And as well as that, Esau liked hunting, and his dad liked particularly to go hunting. And Dad and Esau were really close, and they go off hunting together. And after they'd been and caught some animals, Dad would bring Esau back and cook a special stew, and they would share it forever. And Jacob, well, he didn't like hunting. He was a homeboy. He liked to stay at home with his mum. He was a book person, perhaps, and and he got on better with his mum. And I guess his mum liked him better, or got on better than his older brother Esau. Now, the story starts here. Isaac, as he grew older, that's the dad, his sight began to fail. And one day he called Esau to him and he said, Esau, remember the times when we used to go out hunting? I want you to go hunting tomorrow, and I want you to come back with some food, and I want you to cook me one of those really delicious stews. I'm getting old now. I'm going to die soon, and you're my first and eldest child, and I want to sign the documents, make sure that you receive all the farm and everything else I have when I die. Now, Rebecca, who was Jacob and Esau's mother, overheard this. And she, I think, preferred Jacob, her younger son. So she said to Jacob, Jacob, your dad, Isaac's going to send Esau off for a hunt now. And when he comes back, he's going to hand over all the business or the farm to him. Let's get a plan together. I know what your dad likes best to eat. I'm going to cook one of his favorite stews. And what I want you to do is I want you to pretend to be Esau, because your dad's blind and he won't recognize you from your brother, and he'll give the special blessing. All the will and everything will be handed over to you because he's blind, he won't see, rather than to your brother Esau. But Jacob said, but my dad will know me because I'm a smooth man. I haven't got any beard and my skin hasn't got any hair on it. He'll recognize me. And Esau, my brother's a hunter and a hardy person, and he smells like a hardy person. I'm a homeboy. He'll know the difference. So his mother said, well, I'll tell you what, why don't you go and find some of Esau's clothes, his smelliest, dirtiest hunting clothes, put those on. And I'll tell you what, I've got a bit of fur here. Put that around your arms and pretend that you're hairy like your brother. Anyway, so Rebecca cooked the most fabulous stew that she could. It smelled absolutely delicious. And she said, go in and see your dad. So Jacob knocked on his dad's door and he said, Dad, it's me. It's your son Esau. And immediately Isaac said, but it doesn't sound, he could recognize the voice. It doesn't sound like Esau. It sounds like Jacob to me. So Jacob put on his default, Dad, it's me, it's Esau. And he said, come closer to me, come close to me. yeah, you smell like Esau. Let me feel your skin. He rolled up his sleeves and let his dad feel this fur that he put on his skin. Oh, he said, your hands and your arms are all rough and hairy. Oh, you must be Esau. Oh, wow, that stew you've got smells so good, and you've been off hunting for me. Oh, let me enjoy it. Here you are. I assign my inheritance all the way to you. Here is the inheritance note. You can have everything when I die. Well, a little bit later, of course, Esau, his older brother, Jacob's older brother, returns back from hunting. Dad, I've got some meat. I'm going to cook for you a wonderful stew, Esau said. And Isaac says, what do you mean, cook for me a wonderful stew? I've just had my stew. Are you going mad, son? And he said, how can you have had the stew? I've just been out hunting. I've caught the best animals ever. I'm just about to cut them up and make the best stew. What do you mean? And then suddenly Esau and Dad Isaac realized that they had been tricked. They had been tricked. And that Isaac had given the inheritance note to Jacob and not to Esau. And Esau said, what about my inheritance? There's nothing that you can do, said Isaac. I've given the inheritance note to your brother. We've been tricked. Now, Rebecca was in the kitchen. She heard all this, and Rebecca said, Jacob, run. When Esau knows that he's been tricked, and that he's been tricked out of everything that he'll inherit, he'll be so cross and angry, and he's the big, strong, beefy one. He's going to kill you or something else. So Jacob had to run miles and miles and miles away, running away from his brother because his brother was so angry with him.
Thank you, Reverend David, for your time this afternoon, and children at St. Helens and all the other places. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you very, very soon. Have a great day. Thanks, Reverend David.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.